Modern society operates on a rigid, invisible grid. Every server farm, supply chain, and transit schedule answers to a single, unyielding pulse. In 1967, the scientific community redefined the second. They moved away from the movement of the stars and based the measurement on the transition between two energy levels in a cesium-133 atom, which oscillates over 9 billion times per second. Isolating this specific ultra-fast frequency allowed for the coordination of satellites and data networks with near-perfect precision. Without this atomic agreement, a GPS system would drift by hundreds of feet in a single day. Entire financial markets now hinge on this timing. High-frequency trading algorithms execute transactions at the microsecond level, utilizing the infinitesimal gaps in atomic synchronization to move billions of dollars. Yet, as our infrastructure achieves perfect mechanical alignment, the people living inside it report rising levels of exhaustion. The data suggests a growing conflict between the technology we've built and our own biology. The observer-dependent theory of everything, or ODTOE, offers a different framework for this friction. It suggests that time is not an absolute, external background that we simply live inside. Instead, the theory defines time as the iteration frequency of a specific system. Every physical entity, an atom, a cell, or a society, functions as a closed circuit, a strange loop continually updating its own state. The rate at which these loops process information determines how time flows for them. Systems that cycle quickly experience a different scale of time than those in slower loops. Time is a proportion between frequencies, not a substance. Civilization reached a turning point when we elevated the iteration frequency of the cesium atom to be the universal standard for all other systems. We began requiring every biological loop to measure its existence through this atomic lens. Tethering human schedules to an atomic metronome creates a persistent misalignment. We are measuring living systems with a tool built for machine precision, forcing biological rhythms to adapt to a standard that has no natural resonance with the body. This axis visualizes the hierarchy of times, organizing levels of existence by their characteristic speeds. The cesium standard at D0 iterates over 9 billion times a second. Far higher, at level D+3, the natural human heartbeat completes 1 cycle per second. The gap between the atomic level and the human level spans 10 orders of magnitude. Mathematically, these frequencies form an irrational ratio, meaning these two rhythms can never achieve physical resonance. This suggests that the anxiety of modern life is a measurable physical mismatch. It is the friction of a biological organism attempting to synchronize with an atomic grid that operates 10 billion times faster than its own heart. Ancient philosophy distinguished between two types of time. Chronos is uniform, measurable, and machine-like. Kairos is the fluid, state-dependent time of human consciousness, the right moment that speeds up or slows down based on our experience. When we prioritize Chronos, we experience rhythm displacement. Relying on rigid schedules and alarms forces our internal focus away from biological signals and onto external dials. Biological processes require continuous flow to reach completion. Imposing strict intervals interrupts the natural cycles needed for deep concentration and moments of connection. This tension extends to our sleep cycles. While the atomic day is exactly 24 hours, the human circadian loop naturally iterates over roughly 24.2. This small daily discrepancy requires a constant forced synchronization of our internal clocks. Living exclusively by this mechanical schedule systematically clips our internal rhythms. The moments where the consciousness loop would naturally accelerate are often interrupted to maintain the artificial boundaries of the clock. Atomic coherence is essential for machines, but it cannot connect human beings. To establish genuine interpersonal coherence, we have to interact at our own biological level. This is achieved through resonance synchronization. This is the process where individuals achieve physical coherence by aligning their natural biological rhythms directly with one another. When a group of people sing in unison, they lock into a shared rhythm. Within minutes, the participants' heart rate variability begins to synchronize, matching the physical tempo of the music rather than a clock. A similar process occurs between a mother and a newborn. Skin-to-skin contact allows their heart rates to biologically couple, establishing stability through direct interaction without any external measurement. These examples suggest that deep interpersonal harmony is built through shared physical interaction, entirely bypassing the realm of the exact atomic second. The atomic clock remains essential for the survival of our technological infrastructure. It provides the stability required for global communications and modern science. Navigating the modern world requires chronohygiene, the deliberate compartmentalization of these two different types of time. Under this principle, we utilize chronos strictly for logistical and technical tasks where exact precision is required. We allow the machines to govern the machine world. For connection, rest, and creativity, we prioritize kairos, the biological time of the observer. This involves intentionally shifting focus back to the natural frequencies of breath and physical presence. Complex systems in nature perfectly self-organize without a master clock. They move as a single entity, responding to the immediate rhythms around them. Mastering the modern world requires recognizing this dual reality. The exact second belongs to the machines, but the right moment belongs to us.